Checking. 1, 2, check. What's going on, guys? Samuel World from Samuel One World Productions here, back with another top 10 list for you all today. As for today's video, I am here to discuss the top 10 best movies of 2007. Definitely another great year for movies, with a lot of classic movies that come out this year, so it's definitely going to make for an interesting list to talk about. So I hope you'll enjoy. Hope you all have been enjoying this series. I've been having a blast doing it. I think everyone actually been enjoying them. So hope you all enjoy me talking about one of the best movies of 2007. But before we get to the actual list, let's of course always get into the honorable mentions. And the honorable mentions are. I'm just going to talk some of these movies out because I love all these movies. So bear with me that I left out 1408, 28 Weeks Later, Zodiac, Bridge of Terabithia, American Gangster, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Freedom Riders, and the three most painful ones to take on this list. They're all still amazing. 300, 310 to Yuma, and Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Evil. That was probably the most painful on this list, honestly, because I do love all those movies, especially that one, but they're still all excellent movies that serve all our love. So I hope you enjoy. And anyways, always, let's get to the actual list, shall we? Always my personal opinion, and I would love to know yours down below in the comments. Now let's get to the list, shall we? Now, kicking out the list at number 10. It was on my list last I did this, and it's sequels on this list too, and that is High School Musical 2. Now, truthfully, there was never a lot of debate on my number 10, honestly, like a lot of back and forth on what was going to kick off this list. But in the end, I decided to go to High School Musical 2. Again, it might be a little bit of nostalgia, honestly, and between the three movies, this one's probably my least favorite of the bunch. I did mostly because of story reasons, some fault from the story, but it's still a pretty well done sequel that really expands on the characters, expands on the relationships between the characters, especially Troy and Gabriella. Honestly, Troy probably has the best moments in this movie, honestly. I mean, here's some fabulous. It's just, and this, sorry, my least favorite. Despite this one being my least favorite, this one has some of the best songs in the entire franchise, and some of the best songs this show's ever done, honestly. Like Bet on It is a song I still jam out to this very day. And it probably is my favorite song in the entire High School Musical trilogy. But all else, like, I got Fabulous, got The Easy on Me, Gotta Go My Own Way, Every Day, like, All for One, like, this has some of the best entire franchise. It really does some aspect on the story as to why it's not my favorite in the trilogy, why it's my least favorite, but again, the characters are still fun, the interactions between all of them great, again, the music is just killer, the drama actually still works. So, well, it's my least favorite, again, of the three movies. It is still, in my opinion, a great film. And now we go from a hilarious musical to a R-rated romantic comedy, directed by Judd Apatow, and that is Knocked Up. Yeah, again, I love Knocked Up. Knocked Up is hilarious, honestly. Like, it's definitely the pre-definition of an R-rated comedy done right, and it's the reason why people still think this movie is very fun, honestly. Again, it just pretty much does what a comedy should do. Be hilarious, charming, but also having a lot of heart to it. Again, Seth Rogen, Captain Heigl, well, we'll stop about her, but this is probably one of her better performances. You also got Paul Rudd, Leslie Mann, delivering especially some of her best comedic work here, honestly. Again, from just a little high, of course, goes for that typical, a stoner and a Porter who have nothing in common and end up having a baby together, which it's kind of weird to see in these comedies, but again, it's actually why the performances and the writing and the humor is what makes it stand out. And this is definitely a great consistent R-rated comedy. It's hard to make R-rated comedies consistently funny, and they nail it every single time here. No matter how many times we see this movie, it still gets hilarious every time. Well, again, have a lot of hearts and have a lot of characters that you actually care about that do grow. So while it's not the most unique film in the world, it delivers on just being a pure laugh-out-loud comedy. Oh my god, another Pixar movie made my list! There, coming up A, we have Ratatouille. Again, I remember when this film came out, honestly. I remember always like spelling very weird, honestly. I know how to spell it or whatever, but I do remember when it came out. I remember watching DVD alone when it came out, and honestly, I think it's definitely one of Pixar's most underappreciated movies. Probably, if not their most underappreciated film, honestly. And again, nice story about a rat who wants to cook, ends up controlling this guy, who ends up becoming being a chef and everything, and Remy's like a very compelling lead character, and he is a very compelling human character. Some kids like try to feel over, some chefs do feel a little over the top, but it kind of works for what they're trying to do here. And the whole like critic scene is still a fantastic scene, one of the best scenes that Pixar's ever done, honestly. And you still get that great humor, that great back and forth that Pixar's known for, but also have a lot of heart, nice messaging, and some great voice acting as well. And you got Brad Garrett here as well, so yeah. Well, I won't put like in like true top tier Pixar. It's definitely an excellent movie that's again very underappreciated. Now, at number 7, we go to what is probably the true definitive R-rated comedy on this list, and that is Superbad. I'm not sure if I'm looking at only putting number 7 here, because like I said, it's pretty much definitive R-rated comedy. And that's how good a lot of these films are, honestly. And Superbad is an excellent movie. Again, it's pretty much what an R-rated comedy is supposed to be, and how you can do it right. Right, with the humor, with the characters, with how the situations go, not going like super over the top, but over the top enough to where it's still pretty hilarious, and the raunchy is really delivered, but it's not like too raunchy. You know, it's got Jonah Hill and Michael Cera delivering like great chemistry to each other, and having like great back and forth between each other, and you also got great people here in general as well. Got characters that are pretty interesting throughout. You got like a very nice heartfelt message about friendship here as well, honestly. But again, like with Knocked Up, this is definitely one of the more. This probably is the most consistently funny R-rated comedy, honestly. Like, because like a lot of R-rated comedies, like I mentioned earlier, there'll always like some jokes that can go a bit too far or just don't make you laugh. This is one of those comedies I don't think like a single joke misses, not one. Again, heartfelt message about friendship, sharp writing, a generic story kind of made unique because of the characters and the writing and the humor. Yeah, what can I say? Now, at number 6, we have The Bourne Ultimatum. The Bourne Ultimatum, which I truly honestly by a landslide is the best Bourne movie that we got. It's also one of the best action movies out there, honestly. Like, between all 5 Bourne movies, this one's honestly the best in my opinion. It's the one that delivers the best action, is how unique Paul Giamatti Shinkim really goes into much effect here. Matt Damon's best performance as his character, a lot of the great back and forth between a lot of characters as well, the most intriguing mystery, the most kick-assness that you get in the entire franchise, the best music, score, pacing, like, amazing. It is just a perfect action movie that continues on with the story between the other 2 movies. Again, I really love Bourne Identity. Bourne Identity made my top 10 best 2022. If it wasn't that there was like so many amazing movies that came out in 2004, Supremacy probably wouldn't have made that list. It was probably the film that actually was the last cut, honestly. So I do love this series, and Ultimatum is the best, honestly. You get the best action, the best character work, the most dramatic stakes, and even some great pure emotion as well. But yeah, what else can I say? Now, kicking off the top 5 best movies of 2007, we have The Simpsons movie. Now, honestly, I'm someone that's kind of more of a casual Simpsons fan, honestly. Like, I definitely grew up with some of the episodes, honestly, but I wouldn't call myself a die-hard fan of the show, honestly. Like, to be honest, I don't think I even see every episode of Classic Girl, honestly. Like, I've seen some episodes, but not all of them. And I mean, it's like 32 seasons, like, 34, like, I can't even count. There's like so many seasons of The Simpsons you guys can tell, so, yeah. Yeah, it is, I think, between like halfway through its current run in 2007, and this is definitely some of the best Simpsons work ever, honestly. I also grew up watching this movie when it came out, and I watched it constantly, and I think it still holds up pretty well, actually. It has a nice, compelling story, and it's kind of what you expect from The Simpsons, just obviously in a longer time frame. Honestly, we get some of the best character work with these characters, some great back and forth. Like, you get the whole freaking Spider Pig line, which is pretty much iconic, honestly. Some of the best humorous moments of back and forth about his character, especially focusing on Homer and Bart's relationship. And Ned probably has his best moments here as well. And the movie is, again, just consistently hilarious, but also having great heart, which is kind of what Simpsons are kind of known for, delivering like great real humor, but also great real heart as well, which is something that's also kind of missing in some of the latest seasons. Currently, they have some cameos and go for some random stuff sometimes. Like, I've seen some of the It's like, damn. Really? You're talking on this? Seriously? But yeah, you also got some great new characters here as well. They're not all back and forth as well. Again, I'm gonna put a big smile on your face, but also has a lot of great heart to it, and it's just a great anime movie that's easy to watch. And if you're, whether you're against this or not, I think it's something to enjoy for everybody. Now we go from one anime movie to another, and number 4. I realize there's also 3 anime movies on this list, by the way. But number 4, we have Meet the Robinsons. So I think Ratatouille is probably the most underappreciated Pixar movie. I think Meet the Robinsons is probably the most underappreciated Disney movie. It's again, this is a movie that I also really watched a lot when it came out, and honestly, I think it's definitely one of the most emotional human films of its time. Again, it's kind of a typical story about someone just wanting to find out who his parents are and everything, but again, it's really the animation, the character writing, and everything that really elevates it. Again, great time travel story, great interesting characters, and probably might be one of the best villains in Disney history, honestly. I usually really like the villain here. And he's actually one of the most real human villains out there. I like how they actually portrayed him here. You get that great Disney humor that you would expect here, but also some really real emotion as well. And probably some of the best character work in any Disney movie that we have gotten, honestly. Well, again, still having that great, gritty humor that's honestly some of the best that Disney's ever done, honestly. Combined with a great score, a pretty emotional ending, and you got just a classic, beautiful anime movie that honestly definitely deserves to top out more. And speaking of movies that deserve to be talked about more, and at number 3 we have Lars and the Real Girl, which is a comedy drama that also came out this year, and it has Ryan Gosling as one of his early roles. And it's basically a guy who's very kind-hearted, but yet socially awkward, and he builds kind of a romantic relationship with this amateur sex doll, Bianca, honestly, and it's him like basically trying to like be more interactive and trying to be more social and everything like that, like while also dealing with some inner turmoil stuff and everything. And oh my god, yeah, I remember he must be when I watched Mojo did a list of underrated romantic comedies, and I watched it, I was like, wow, this movie definitely deserves to be talked about more, honestly. Again, crazy thing is that they made me, I think the craziest thing about this movie, honestly, is that they made me care about a relationship between a guy and a sex doll. They made me care a relationship between a guy and a sex doll. And that's because they do a great job of knowing who Ryan Gosling is as a character, really developing who he is, and him being like very socially awkward. And again, Ryan Gosling really sells it. In my opinion, one of his best performances that he's ever given. And considering his track record, that's definitely saying something. The other characters are great, from Elliot Morna, Paul Schneider, Chris Coxon, Kelly Grainer, like, everyone here is great. And they also have their own interesting characters that actually have their own interesting characteristics for each other. So again, it's a bit like easy just kept being like, oh, this socially awkward guy and relationship with a sex doll. And they could easily like beat that joke into the ground. They could easily beat that joke into the ground, honestly. But no, they actually develop, well, even like the townspeople even want to admit, townspeople even end up building a connection with that because they want Lars to feel accepted. And and that stuff is just compelling. That the townspeople themselves feel their own characters. Their own character. The town itself feels like his own character here. How much they care about Lars, they're wanting him to live a more socially active life and want not be so awkward and just trying to help him. And that's so amazing to see. And again, they make a movie where they make you care so much about a guy who has a relationship with a sex doll. That's what you generally do. That's what you have like top-notch trying to do very well, and they nail it here. But they also got some pretty great hilarious moments as well, some good character interactions. Definitely one of the most human romantic comedies you will ever watch. So again, this is definitely the film list I think you should definitely watch if you haven't. Now, in the number 2 spot on this list we have Gone, Baby Gone. Yes, Gone, Baby Gone, the neo-noir crime thriller directed by Ben Affleck in his directorial debut. Usually this was how Ben Affleck was kind of a downward spiral his career after making a lot of terrible movies, but this was definitely a return to form for the actor. Of course, he directed a lot of great movies since then, like The Town and Argo. I even now enjoy Live by Night after rewatching it because I did we watched all these movies before Air came out late this year, which I think is also one of the best movies to come out in 2022. Like aside from that might be just a good movie, all his other movies are fantastic. But if I don't pick a favorite of mine, I would go Gone Baby Gone. Gone Baby Gone! Sorry to do that job, but seriously, this is a really compelling movie that has a very great mystery that doesn't really have any like true answers to what happens, and I feel like conflicted with what goes on considering certain situations do happen throughout the movie, and it makes the film very ambiguous and open to interpretation, but it's how you do it right, honestly. But not leaving things too open-ended, but I'm thinking like, what's this really the right thing to do? I don't know. And come on, you also got Casey Affleck, Michelle Monaghan pretty much knocking out the park, Morgan Freeman, Ed Harris, like everyone delivering top tier performances. You know, some solid action sequences, a great mystery, fantastic directing and cinematography, and just those really chilling moments, and just a top movie that just really keeps you guessing, and what happens. So that happens like it makes you want to go back and rethink certain things. Like it's really, I can't see myself going back to very often, honestly. Again, and all the movies are all great, but this is probably the best thing he's done, honestly, and it's just an incredible movie that hits all the right notes. And now we get to what I think is the #1 best movie of 2007. And so this is probably the only film I'm supposed to actually put on my all-time favorite films list, honestly. And that film is Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz, directed by Edgar Wright, too. Again, I mentioned before my 2004 video where I put Shaun that top 5 for, again, it does like a different year. I think Shaun that will probably make it a couple bucks higher, but again, that movie had Spider-Man 2, Sunshine, Incredibles, and of course, for 2, so. This is the second movie to come out of the trilogy, and why I say Shaun Dead's probably is my favorite after rewatching the trilogy. Hot Fuzz is still a fantastic movie. It's definitely at least the most hilarious film. Again, not a comedy that's been consistent throughout, that has so many quotable lines, so many top tier jokes. No matter how many times I've seen it, I couldn't help but laugh from beginning to end. And again, this movie has all the stuff that you expect greatly from Edgar Wright in terms of his directing, his editing style. I don't find out Simon Pegg and Nick Frost having very fantastic chemistry and great back and forth. Some great action, great heart, and some nice surprises as well. Like, this is basically the perfect Edgar Wright film. Honestly, and I think Shaun that's probably the better movie. This one that Hot Fuzz is still I put it on my all-time favorites, and that's how much I love Edgar Wright's movies. They're that good. They are that good, my friends. Again, it's consistently funny, has great music, fantastic moments, whether on the humorous side or the heartfelt, even the emotional side. And all that stuff is why Hot Fuzz, in my opinion, is the best movie of 2007. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed me discussing the top 10 best movies of 2007. Hope you all enjoyed this list. Again, let me know down below in the comment section what are your favorite movies of this year. I would love to know down below in the comment section. Hope you all enjoyed this list. I definitely enjoyed it. Honestly, we're getting close to 2010s, which is probably the ones I'm excited to talk about the most. So, hope you enjoy. As always, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. I am Sam Wonderworld, Sam World Productions. I will see you next time. As always, stay cool. Ready? Peace.